And on my screen, you can see the VIP site, and on the right side, we have our code. We do the best we can. We do the right thing. We show people we care. And I think we understand this code. It's quite simple. We do the best we can. We do the best we can. Sometimes there are mistakes. Sometimes, we can't solve a problem. Sometimes uh, there are things beyond our ability, all of that stuff. But we do our best. We do the right thing, meaning we don't insult people. We don't say bad things about people. We don't lie and steal and all that kind of stuff. And then number 3, we show people we care. We actively try to help people. We say nice things to each other. When someone does well, we congratulate them. We feel good for them. We show people we care. All right. Our mission is to explore new opportunities for growth, to bring confidence, vitality, and happiness to people all over the world, to boldly go where we have never gone before. And that first sentence, to explore new opportunities for growth, is very much about continuous learning. Growth meaning growth as a human being, internal growth, emotional growth, intellectual growth, spiritual growth. Continue improving, growing, learning, becoming wiser. The heart of that mission is really about contribution, bring confidence, vitality, and happiness to people all over the world. So we're working to bring greater confidence, greater vitality, meaning energy, enthusiasm, health, and happiness, greater happiness to people all over the world. And that's really the deep mission of Effortless English. English is certainly our main function, helping people speak English powerfully and confidently, but it goes deeper than that, much deeper than that. And then to boldly go where we have never gone before, to live life boldly, not with fear, but to be strong and to do things in an adventurous way and to explore new ideas, new places, etc. Finally, our values. Number 1 is devotion to the mission. So it's kind of repeating again. The mission is the most important thing. Growth, learning, wisdom, contribution, helping other people, and living life in a strong and adventurous, exciting way. Number 2, enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is that excitement for life. It's being excited about what we do. We're only alive for a short time, so we're going to enjoy it and be enthusiastic and excited about what we choose to do. Constant and never-ending improvement is what CANI stands for. Number 3. And that just means, again, we're just constantly improving. Can we be perfect? No, we cannot. However, we can constantly improve in things that are important to us. Number 4, repeating the theme again, contribution. Contribution means helping ourselves, certainly, and also then, as we become more successful, helping other people. And by helping other people, let me be more specific about it. Helping other people really in contributing to other people, bringing more confidence, vitality, and happiness. A lot of that is about teaching other people and showing them a way to be happier, more confident, more energetic, more healthy, more alive. Showing them a way. We can't force other people to do these things, and we should not try to force other people to do these things. But we can show the way. Number 5, self-reliance means we take responsibility for our own actions, including our own mistakes. We don't try to blame them on other people. We don't wait for other people to solve the problems in our life. We take responsibility for that. Number 6, persistence means when something is very important to us, we do not quit. We keep going, we keep going, we keep going. And number 7, positive leadership. Positive leadership. So that means especially leading by example. If we want to lead other people to greater success, then we achieve success and we show people the way and we encourage them and we support them. Positive leadership means making other people stronger, leading by making other people stronger. And there are other kinds of leadership. Certainly, there are certain leaders who lead by making other people weaker and afraid, and that's not what we do. We do the opposite, make people stronger. So we're all coaches in a way. Okay, and now for the VIP news, just a quick update on what's been happening. If you're active on our VIP site, then you already know what's been happening. And if you follow me on Twitter, then you also know very much because I'm on there almost every day. But if not, then let's just review. First thing we got, this is our VIP social site you're seeing on my screen. And this is where you really connect with other members. And you can see that the central part of this site are the blog posts that are always right in the center. So they're the most obvious, so they get the most attention. And this is where if you have something to say or you want to introduce yourself or write about this month's topic, one of the topics, or anything, or share a video, it doesn't matter, then just go on here to blog posts and you can see, you can also go to the top menu where it says blogs. You can see it says home, my page, forum, etc. Blogs. If you want to add a new one, then you just click that. And then that goes here. And then you see on the right corner, there's this little button that says plus. It has a plus sign, and then it says add. And click that. And then you can write your post. You can write what you want. And it'll show. And when you finish, when you publish it, go to the bottom, it says publish post. When you do that, then everyone will see it. It will appear on the main central homepage right here. And then people can comment on it. So we have, for example, Elke, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, has written about gratitude and how to create a gratitude journal, which is fantastic. And I highly recommend doing that. It's great. So, and then Adele, I believe, hopefully again pronouncing that correctly, is just saying he's going to miss us because he's going on a trip. He's got to go somewhere for 2 months. He's going to Egypt, and he's really going to be quite busy. So you can see, so you can see there can be, you can suggest things to do, like kind of good positive ideas, like Elke, or just personal information, like Adele's writing about. Aniko was writing about hay fever, which is interesting because I have a little bit of that right now, or something. I don't know. My nose, a little bit, has been just a little congested. So I don't know if it's hay fever or I don't know what it is. How to Find a Dream Job by Daria. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly again. And then Julia here has a cool post about journaling, which I've talked about in the Effortless English show a few times recently. So keep going. Georgiana's got this great post about this guy who begs for money, but he gives it away to kids, which is quite nice. To an orphanage, I believe. Then we have Alexander. A little joke. So you can see it's kind of a mix of inspirational things and little personal things. And Tomoe posted pictures of my birthday dinner with Kristen and Joe, and me outside Cafe Puccini. And if you have the original lessons, then you know about Cafe Puccini. Or if you just bought the original lessons recently, you will find out about Cafe Puccini, which is where many of that course, the original course, many of those stories, the mini stories, and many of the topics were planned or written here at Cafe Puccini, which is in San Francisco. So we visited this on my birthday, the day before my birthday, actually. We went there. So anyway, this is the place to go. This is where you connect with people. And there's also something called groups. If you see at the top, groups, you can go there, and this is where you can, you'll see right here, featured groups, local Effortless English clubs. That's where you could find people who live near you who are in Effortless English. Excuse me. Or VIP Skype conferences. This is where you go if you want to practice your English with other members. Go in there, and then you can say, hey, hi, my name is, here's my name, here's my Skype number, and then you can find somebody to chat with. And it's a great way to make new friends, international friends everywhere. So that's the groups area. So that's a quick overview for any of our newer members who aren't familiar, who don't know this social site. The social site is kind of the social connection heart of the uh, VIP program. So I highly encourage you to go there and connect with people. English is just a tool, and what is it? It's a tool of communication, a tool for connecting with other people. And the reason that we're all using English is that because of history, very basically, English has become the international tool for communication and connection. So English gives you that special power to connect with people all over the world. We have members from every part of the world, every area of the world. Possibly, I don't know about every single country, but most of them, certainly all the big major ones, we have members everywhere, all using English to connect with each other. And of course, you know this. That's why you're learning English. So the point is, you've you've learned English. You're in the VIP program. You already can use it quite well. So get in there and connect with other people. Use it for the purpose that it's there for. English is here for communication, for learning and connecting and communicating internationally. So this site is a really great way to do that because our community is so positive. We just have such a positive group. Nobody's going to insult you here. Nobody's going to uh, complain if you make a mistake. Everyone will be very friendly. So please introduce yourself there and connect with us. Okay. So let's move on. And the best part about these webinars is that you all get to talk. I talk all the time. So it's your chance. So let's go here. I'll put myself on video now. You can see me. And we'll stop showing my screen. All right, people can see you, it says. Can you see me, Tamoe? Yeah. You read again? All right, let me make sure. Because I'm not seeing the video. You see me on video? Yeah. And not now. And now you see me? Okay. Yeah. All right, well, so I don't know why I'm not seeing my own video. What's going on? So this is still a new system for me, as you can probably tell. uh, Still learning. Let me see. Show webcam. Okay, now I see it. Okay, I see myself. Good. All right, just making sure I'm in the frame. I look good. Which is my good side? All right, here we go. So this is the fun part where you all get to talk instead of just me talking. Blah blah blah. Now with this system, how it works is there's a little panel, a little window on your computer or phone or whatever you're using, and on there you should see a little symbol of a hand. It looks like this. On my screen, it's yellow, a little yellow hand. It looks like that. And what you do is if you want to talk, then you click that little hand symbol, and then you should see that little hand symbol next to your name. Boop. It'll go up. That means you want to talk. That shows me that you want to talk, that you're in line to talk. And right now we've got Julia's got her hand up first, and then we have Max, Sergio, and then on down the list. And that's all for now. So what I do is I'll choose you, and then I'll unmute you. I can, over here on my side, I'll do something so that you can speak, and then you can talk to me. Usually when you're speaking, I will be quiet. I'll turn off my camera and I turn off my microphone just so that the audio's better, so everyone else can hear better. Now, a few little, not really rules, but just guidelines. Try to limit your speaking to about 5 minutes. That gives more people a chance to speak. So it's not, I could talk to you for a long time. It's not that I want to stop you from talking. It's just that we have lots of people who want to speak, and we only have limited time, so much time that we can do this. So try to limit yourself to about 5 minutes. When you start speaking, when I say hello to you, look at the clock on your computer, and then just keep, just notice what 5 minutes is, and then at 5 minutes, kind of try to stop yourself and say goodbye. Finish your thoughts, and we'll start by focusing on the topic of strength first. We'll talk about that a little bit. Then we'll talk about online learning, and then we can also talk about just general anything you want to talk about. This is the VIP program, so anything you want to talk about. All right, so enough of me talking. Let's go. Okay, I'm going to turn off my camera so you don't just see me doing this. All right, so I'm going to share my screen again. Let's see how I do that. That's off. Screen. And should be. All right, screen sharing is now. Oh, show my screen. Okay, my screen is on. All right, and then it's time for me to choose. Let's see. Julia, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, thank you. Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing? I should have.
Well, thank you. And I can see you because I have your photo on my desktop and I was listening to your video by the bonus lesson so I can see your face even though you have turned it off. Ha.
so,
Anyway,
so what's up?
uh, uh, oh my god, what's happening? Mm, it's you or me?
I hear you fine.
No, I could hear a lot of noise.
Oh, it's probably me,
Uh,
but I need to get headphones.
ah,
1 second. Let me
no,
let me.
it's better to leave the video and turn.
I'm going to mute myself because I think it's causing problems. So
No,
you go ahead and start talking, and I will mute myself. Okay,
no, it's okay. It's okay.
it's okay now.
Don't mute yourself.
Let me
No,
just
it's
get the
okay.
headphones.
Mm-hmm.
This happened last time. Oh no. Okay, that should help.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I'm using headphones now. It creates
Uh,
feedback. What happens is if the headphones aren't on, then your audio goes into my microphone, and then keeps going back, and it creates a lot of bad noise. It's terrible.
yes. Okay, now it's perfect.
Okay,
Okay.
sorry about that. Okay.
No. It's nothing. Okay, first of all, thank you very much for your mission because I'm not only using it on the VIP site and Twitter and the internet in general, but I found out that I'm using it in my life normally and spontaneously. It means that I'm, for example, giving positive, sincere compliments to people, and I'm just behaving in a different way, and I'm doing what you call leadership with also all the people I normally meet in my everyday life. And this is great because I'm also receiving a lot of positive feedback from people, and they are happier to share everything with me. So my real life has enhanced a lot because of your mission, which is great. And then about the strength, this is terrible because I normally go outside to run or walk, not walk, just jogging, maybe a little bit fast when the weather is okay. But I started the program as you suggested in the last lesson, the strength program, and it's terrible. I cannot do I cannot do anything. I'm so weak. My push-ups are impossible. I started with the normal push-ups. I couldn't do them, and then I did the other type on knee push-ups and wall push-ups. I can do them, but I'm really, really weak. And then the most terrible thing is pull-ups. I did it
Oh
when I
yeah.
saw Charlie and other videos on YouTube. I thought, oh, that's easy. I will do it tomorrow. Then I tried, and it's incredible. I couldn't lift even a millimeter of my body. Nothing, nothing. Terrible. I cannot do it. But I'm trying, and I'm trying to become more strong. Anyway, I think there is no muscle where I need it. because, because I was trying to pull myself up, and I realized that there is no muscle there. I need to develop something that is not in my body. Anyway,
Pull-ups are
it's
tough. They're very tough.
no, no, they are impossible for me.
Mm.
Impossible. Not a
Mm.
millimeter. I cannot move myself up. Really, I cannot. I just try, but it's not a real exercise. It's just a little bit of the movement. Anyway, with time, maybe I will learn this too. But I really like this topic because physical strength, I agree with you, is really important to feel well, to do everything else with the best confidence. So it's something I'm going to train, not just this month, but for years, I think.
Yeah, that's
So,
fantastic. It is. It's so important, and it's okay. To start week. I mean, I think I started week 2, and I'm not like Mr. Super Strong guy now, but I'm much stronger than I was, and yeah, it definitely helps just in all parts of life. It even gives some confidence. Just it
yes,
helps.
that's
It
right.
helps emotionally, even not just physically.
hmm That's right. So thank you very much.
Sure.
I really like to be in your program, and I'm looking forward your new courses and other things like the book, the audiobook, and everything you're doing.
Thank you very much. Yeah, the book is it's in someone else is looking at it now, so hopefully it'll be on schedule. We'll see. I always say that, but
Okay, okay, we will wait. Never
yeah.
mind.
Well, great talking to you, Julia.
So
Keep working. You
great
just
talking to you too.
for the pull-ups, you just have to find like an easier
Hmm.
exercise, that works the same muscles. You can't start directly with a pull-up, and you can get on YouTube and find that you
I
can, like
try.
when I started, I would lay under a table, and then I would pull myself up, where I wasn't hanging. I was just,
Hmm.
my feet were on the ground. I was under the table, and I would pull myself up on the table.
Hmm.
So that's a
That's
good way to
great. I
start.
could
It's
try it.
easier. Yeah, try that.
Yeah, I could try it. No, I tried on a bar which I had where I
Mm.
hang my clothes. I tried there and it was impossible. Not just not just a centimeter.
You'll do it. You just got to build up to it. You just got to
Yeah,
start easier. It's kind of like learning
slowly.
anything else. Yeah.
Okay. Greet Tomoe. Say hi to her.
Oh, yep. She's right over. She's about 20 feet from me.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Well, good talking to you, and I'll see you all tomorrow too, because we're doing a little effortless English show
Yeah,
tomorrow.
the show. Yes, I know. I won't miss it. It's great. It's really great that you are dedicating all this time to us. We are lucky.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's fun.
Thank you very much, TJ.
Alrighty. So bye for now, and
Bye bye.
okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Okay. All right. So thank you, Julia. Julia brings up a good point. You could even see this as a metaphor for life and many different things, not just strength training. And that is that uh, oftentimes the thing we want to do is too difficult. In her case, she's trying to do pull-ups, and pull-ups, yeah, they're tough. Yeah, they're very tough. Uh, so if you cannot do one full pull-up, that's fine. There are other exercises that can help you build up. It's kind of like when I talk about English and people with reading or listening, often new members will want to do something too difficult. They want to start with something too difficult. So they start reading a full novel that's, with a lot of pages, that's and they start trying to read it, but it's very frustrating because it's really too difficult for them. And I just say, find something easier. Start with a very easy kids book, and then you can read something a little more difficult, a little more, and eventually you can read that normal novel, regular adult novel. Adult novel could have two meanings. Um, regular, regular normal novel for adults. Um, so same with strength training. So if you can't do a pull up, what you can do is you can, as I said, you get online and you can do a pull up progression. The word progression means steps, path, a kind of path. And so what it will do, there's also that book Convict Conditioning that I mentioned, uh, which is really great because it has all of these easier exercises to help you get to the more difficult ones. If a full pull up is too tough, then you can do like what I mentioned, table pull ups. That's where you kind of lay down underneath a table. Your feet are on the ground. You're laying on your back, and you reach up. You grab the edge of the table, and then you can just pull yourself up to the edge of the table. Do like this. Your feet are on the ground. It's much easier than a full pull up. If that's too tough, you can even do wall pull-ups where you're in a doorway and you grab both sides of the doorway. You just pull yourself, you lean back and then you pull yourself forward. Those are super easy. Anyone can do those. And you get a little stronger, and then you go to a more difficult exercise, you get a little stronger, and then eventually you'll start doing normal pull-ups. And if you really want to be a super tough dude or woman, you can work up to like one arm pull-ups or those Rocky pull-ups like this. I At one point, I could do the Rocky pull-ups, a few. Not sure if I could do them right now, but one arm pull-ups are for the super super strong. Not necessary to to do those if you don't want to. So anyway, that's a general idea for learning most things. This idea of a progression, so that you slowly work your way up little by little, and you start off easy and then a little harder, a little harder. I mean, it's quite logical, it's obvious, and yet psychologically, the problem is emotionally, we want to jump up, right? I do this too. Everybody does this. This is kind of human nature that we get bored doing this. We want to go, Jaw! We want to just skip all those middle steps and just jump up to that higher level. And when we try to do that, we actually will create a lot of problems, and our success will be slower because when we try to jump up, we create all this kind of stress and frustration, and we're more likely to quit. And we really can't function at that high level yet. So we're not learning as well. We learn much better by doing this. And then occasionally, when you're doing this, something will just naturally happen and you'll seem to just go up very quickly. That's great, but you can't force it. You can't force that to happen. It just has to happen naturally. You just focus on step by step, that constant and never ending improvement, kaizen, little by little. And sometimes your brain just naturally will speed it up. It'll start understanding things, or your body and your brain. That's great. Enjoy that, but then usually then it'll slow down again, those plateaus, and you'll go back to this. And then back to that. So little by little by little. Patience is probably the hardest part of learning anything, and certainly for building strength, it's all about patience as well. Okay, let's go to Max in Italy, I believe. Again, another Italian. Max, hello.
Hello,
How are
can you
you
hear
doing?
me?
I can, yes.
Very, very well. Thank you. I hope you're doing well.
Yes,
Yeah, it's an Italian community now. Jury
I
before now
know.
me.
I know. Have to do our next European event in Italy.
You gotta come here.
I've been to
They're waiting
Italy a
for
couple
you.
times, but yeah, I have to come go back.
Yeah,
I love
true.
Italy. Italy's a fantastic place.
Obama came
Did,
yesterday. Perhaps it was here.
oh, did he? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Mr. Obama was here. I
Hmm.
guess yesterday. We have all the city stopped, blocked.
Yeah, yeah. You're in Rome. Are you in
Always
Rome?
blocked. Yeah, yeah. I not exactly in Rome. I live in a little village near Rome. But
Mm.
uh, yesterday, for example, I was in Rome because I told you I work in a multinational company, and we have four branches in four subsidiaries in Italy. One is Rome, another one is near the main airport of Rome. It's Fiumicino. If you were here, you landed in Fiumicino. Not sure
Aha.
about it. So I work there. I work near close to Fiumicino, and, and we have two others in the southern Italy. Anyway, I'm very excited to be here. Last time I was in the same place early in the morning, but I was sick, so I didn't have enough time, enough strength to talk about the topic of this webinar, to talk with all of you. So I'm really excited to be to become a VIP member, and the strength topic is a good one. I loved it because before getting a dad, I went to gym four times a week, and
Ooh.
so I liked fitness a lot. And now are 2 years that I wasn't uh, giving enough attention to my body enough. So no, it was something that I wanted to do for a very long time, and now you gave me the excuse to start training myself again. So thank you for this. In fact, perhaps you and all the other friends of VIP, so that I started again to go out jogging, and I'm spending 30 minutes in the morning before going to work to do some um, uh, yeah, exercises before going to work. And what I can see is, about this, I can agree with you that my mental strength is getting better. Now I feel more powerful and sure about myself, because when you are too much sedentary, I I say uh, you even you're willing to do things goes down. So
Mm.
after going out and jogging a little bit, you feel stronger than you were before. So it's a good one. It's a good thing. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Let's say this is the line. Uh, the second topic of um, I'm studying at the moment, that is the second one, is about online learning. Is pretty good as well, because obviously I'm learning with this method. My father starting to is studying with your 7 rules, so um, I work with online things a lot. We have some online courses even at my at work. So I'm pretty much used to use online courses. Not all the courses are good. In fact, I agree with you when you say that we should find which is better for us, the best for us. Let's say, for example, that I refuse. This is something that is good for you. I refuse to for 2 years to attempt to have English courses, because I don't like that one, and they use an old method, of teaching English. And I told them, that I'm working on a multinational environment, so I was putting this task at work because they think, I don't agree completely with them, but they think that my English is good enough to deal with other colleagues in Europe and USA. So I told them, if you think that my English is good enough, you can trust me. I'm still learning and still studying and studying English every day, but I don't want to waste my time. I don't have time to waste on this course that for me is not a good one. I try to make a test. I try to solve the courses, and that's absolutely useless for me at least.
Hmm.
I know your course. I need what what I need is your method, your path. I don't want to do anything else. I don't have time. I don't have time. I need to grow. So I don't. I already over the 5 minutes. I always everybody tell me that time. Tells me that I'm chatterbox, so I try to cat. Yeah, I know, and it's not the same Italian. It's not the same Italian. This is something that you in which you transform me because I really feel strong when I speak English. Uh, Even if I'm not using very sounding words, I perhaps I'm not perfect. I don't think to work on it. But the difference now is that before I was worried about my grammar, I was worried about the English. Now I'm focused on what I have to say, and so I don't give a darn, to be polite, about my mistakes. Uh, and so the most important thing, what really changed my mindset is when you told me or you wrote somewhere that be fluent doesn't mean to be perfect. That
Hmm.
day I understood that, okay, who cares? I'm not perfect. I gotta use English as a tool, So it's not so important. Uh, and the same method that I use with my son when he makes a mistake is not to correct him. When I'm talking with somebody who makes a mistake, I use the same one. I don't correct him immediately. Perhaps I use the right form, the form that I think that's right, in a sentence immediately after, but without correcting immediately when speaking. And most of the time is the same method that people who I deal with use with me. And I think that at the end of the day is the most important thing to communicate or to get in touch with people. And so this is what I'm doing in the moment. Listen your lessons as much as I can, and think that every day, almost every day, I have a chat with one of your another effortless English student on Skype while eating uh, during my lunch break. We chat on Skype and we enjoy each other and learn and improve to each other. It's not a VIP, it's just Power English.
Hmm.
Originally, I was a Power English after both you and your father business English conversation, which changed my life
Hmm.
completely, massively, I gotta say. And then now I'm VIP, and I gotta say that is great for me, and it's great for this thing that we can talk each other. I want to just, and then I finish, connect with what Christine said in our podcast, that I understand that for her, and it's difficult to teach in front of the camera, but this kind of webinar give us the chance actually to get in touch with you and to have the opportunity to exchange our thoughts with you. So for you, perhaps when you are recording the lessons, it's different uh, compared to have someone eyeball in eyeball to speak with. But this occasion is a good compromise for both sides, yours and ours, I say.
I
Okay.
agree. Yeah, this I love them. These are great. Well, thank you so much for yeah, all your comments. Very wonderful, and it's so great to hear that you've had such great success with it. That makes me feel happy.
Okay, okay, and just the last thing before leaving you, I don't want to steal the scene. Is it a new word?
Yeah,
This, yeah,
good
yeah.
idiom.
Yeah, this is another thing that I do. I try to use as soon as I can the new words or expression that I come across. blasphemy is that I like to be proactive. That's why I met Teresa. You remember Teresa for tomorrow?
Our guest tomorrow, yes.
But yeah, it's just because I like to go ahead, go over the seven rules. Your seven rules says write books. I read her books, but after I want to get in touch with her. So not just reading the books, but I tried and I succeed, thank God, to get in touch with the writer. And so not just a passive reader, but I get in touch with her, and she is lovely. I really hope that you can talk with her because she is lovely. Yesterday we have a short, very quick chat to test Google Plus. I was at work and she was at home with a time different time zone. It was 2 a.m. in the night, but he wanted to be sure to be able to use Google Plus to talk with you and with all of us. That's
Yeah.
all.
Fantastic,
Thank you
Max.
for your
Thank you.
attention.
Thanks for helping. Thanks. Talk to you next time.
Have a nice day.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, bye bye. See you on Twitter. Bye bye. Thank
Yeah, see
you.
you on Twitter. Okay, bye. Okay, great. Okay, so wow, Max had a lot of interesting things to say. He started with the strength topic, talking about how he used to go to the gym a lot, and then after, I guess, I think it was after his child was born, that, or at least the last couple of years, hasn't been working out, and then this topic, this lesson, kind of gave him an excuse, a little motivation, a little push to get back to exercising again. And one of the key things he mentioned, which for me kind of reminded me of my own motivation, is he mentioned how that when you stop exercising, when you're physically weak, that it really affects you mentally and emotionally. And I have found that to be true. And of course, on the positive side, when you are strong, when you're physically fit and strong, then this also has a very positive effect on your mind and your heart, your thinking, your energy level, of course, and your emotions. And honestly, this is the main reason I do strength training. It's the main reason I do exercise of any kind. For me, it's the emotional and mental benefit that is the most powerful and the most important. Because I find if I get too lazy, if I'm not exercising enough, it really causes me to lose my mental energy, my motivation. You get kind of lazy about everything. And the opposite is also true. As you work physically, it trains your mind. You're training your mind at the same time, because doing hard exercise like strength training, it forces you to have discipline, right? If you're trying to do pull-ups, for example, they're a little painful and they're not easy, and they require a lot of effort. Even for strong people, they doing pull-ups, uh, they're not an easy exercise. Push-ups can be kind of tough. Lifting weights certainly is quite tough. And so these things are obviously training your body, but at the same time, training your mind to do difficult things and keep going anyway. It makes you tougher and stronger mentally and emotionally also. So for me, that's the biggest benefit. I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder. I don't care about looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I I don't have a job where I need to be super strong. So for me, it's really about creating the energy and the emotional and mental strength. That's my main motivation for doing this. And you might have other motivations, but it's a powerful benefit. So I highly encourage you to do it. The other thing I'd like to briefly talk about before we go on to our next person is that uh, strength training is also very important for all of us, especially as we get older. And there's a lot of research about this now, and you read a lot about it in articles and even television shows. And but the point is that if you don't exercise, and especially if you don't do tough strength training, what happens is as you get older, your bones, they get weak. They lose strength. They get weaker and weaker. Your bones need the stress, the good stress of strength training so that they can stay strong. And I think in the lesson I mentioned this thing we hear about sometime an older person falling down and breaking their hip, right? And you never hear a young person doing that, falling and breaking a hip. That I never hear that. But you hear about older people doing it all the time. Why? It's because their bones have become so weak as they've gotten older. And what you eat can affect this, but especially it's the strength training or lack of strength training that affects your bones. So very important as you get older, into your late 30s and 40s and up, that you must do some kind of strength training because it helps your muscles, but it also helps your bones so that as you get older, you stay strong. So it does you're 60, you're 70, you're 80, and you're still having a very energetic, strong, enjoyable life. And if you fall down, you're not going to break everything. So, all right, let's go to Sergio Trindade. Let me unmute you. Hello, Sergio. Hello.
Hello?
Sergio. Yes. Hey, Sergio. Do you have headphones, like a little earphones? If not, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, good. There you go. Great.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes? Oh, hello.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Hello.
Nice to meet you. This is your first time talking, right?
The first time. Yes, I am the first time. I am a VIP since August 2013.
Ooh.
13, yes. I start my English with your course in August last year, July, I think, July, and I really enjoy your course. You are a great teacher, I think. You and your staff, your team.
Thank you.
Christian and Joe, yes? Joe.
Yes, Joe.
Joe
Yes.
Wise, Joe Wise, yes. But I am from Brazil, and I want to know when you will go to Brazil.
I need to go. We have a lot of members in Brazil. I have no exact date yet, but I will come to Brazil sometime because we do have a lot of members in Brazil.
Yes, I think there are many students in Brazil. Yes or no?
Oh yes, many
Many students.
many effortless English students in Brazil.
Okay. In your formula questions, I don't know the name, but I the the best for me in your course is the funny ministers. I love the ministers. I enjoy very much. I think this method is excellent, but I have many difficulties to understand. In the webinar, I think it's very difficult for me. Because I don't understand very much all the
That we are recording it. So one good method is to listen to the recording many times, so that if the first time it's too difficult, You can try again and again. And of course, with the lessons, use the text. If it's too difficult, read. Go ahead and read the text for a while. It's fine.
Yes.
I
I
have the
am
same.
reading the text too,
Oh, good.
but I have difficult. I am not confident uh, until now. But I, I will continue. I never quit. Uh, the winners never quit. And the opposite is true. It's your lesson, and I will continue. I love the course, and I am grateful to you for the course. Okay?
Fantastic. Thank you. It was so good. So good talking to you. You're doing great. Just keep going.
Yes. Keep going. I I I I don't give up. Okay?
Fantastic. All right, well, Sergio, it was great to
That's
talk to you.
it. That's it for me. That's it. Okay?
Good talking to you the first time. We'll talk again next month, I hope.
Okay. Bye
Okay.
bye.
Bye for now.
I'm here before you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Okay, great. Sergio's first time talking. That's fantastic. So always great to hear one of our members talk for the first time, and not the last time, I'm sure. So great job, Sergio. And he mentioned that he's from Brazil, and indeed, we seem to have a lot of members in Italy, and we have a lot of members in Brazil as well. So sometime I need to. I have visited Italy before a couple times, and I need to visit Brazil. I've never been to South America. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. I've never been all over Asia, and a few places in Europe, but never been to Brazil yet. So I'll have to change that at some point. All right, I'm just going down the list, and then I'll go back up to the top and start again. So our next caller is Eslam Hussein. 1 second, let me unmute you. Okay, Eslam, hello, are you there?
Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
how are you?
Hello, AJ. I'm fine. Thank you. It's the first time to talk to you, AJ.
Yay, another first time.
I'm Islam Hussein from Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very excited to talk to you because I write to Julia, first one who talked to you first time,
Mm-hmm.
and I asked here that I need to talk to you, AJ, because I like you. So and when I like someone, I need to talk to him to discuss with him and listen directly to him. I'm feel very nervous.
Relax. You're fine. You sound great. Your English is fantastic.
Yes.
Everyone in VIP is positive, and so yeah, don't worry about it. Just you're doing great.
Thank you. Actually, I didn't listen to your last lesson, bonus lesson, many times, like strength and online learning, but I listened to strength one time. So I need to listen more, but I need to say something about the fitness. We have idiom here in Egypt say the good health, the healthy brain in a good body. So I believe that if you have a good body and good health, you will be good in your thinking and learning more. To learning another language like English or another different language like Spanish, like that. Another thing, just I would prefer to talk to you on the first time, to say hi to you. That's all.
Oh, well, thank you so much. It was great talking to you, and thanks for sharing your thoughts.
Sorry?
Thank you. Thank you for calling for your first time. Very nice
Thank,
talking to you. Yeah.
thank, thank you, AJ.
So
I
we'll
hope
talk.
you, I, I hope to talk to you in the next month.
Definitely. Definitely.
Thank you.
Okay. Have a good day. Bye
Have a
bye.
good day. Bye. Bye.
All right. So again, I think that this idea, so Islam was saying that Egypt, they have this saying, this idea that, that basically a healthy body leads to a healthier mind, and that I think many cultures, most cultures probably have this idea. It's a very old idea, yet we forget about it sometimes. And it's important to keep our bodies, strong and healthy, because for me, it affects everything. It's funny because I realize that most of the time in my life, when I feel bad, meaning emotionally bad, if I get frustrated or depressed or whatever, I'm having a bad time for a while, that I realize that most of the time it's connected to my body. That that it's because I've been eating badly or have been kind of lazy physically, not exercising enough. And then that affects me emotionally, and then I realize, what's happening? Why am I feeling bad? And then I realize, it's physical. It's not, what, it's not mental usually. It's almost always starts with the physical. And we forget that sometimes. Many times our problems are caused or made worse by our physical condition. And if we just got stronger and healthier, all our problems become easier to solve. It's interesting. All right, so I'm going back up to the top of the list now. And go down and see who our next caller is. Ramana. Oh, this is, yeah. Oh, on the phone here. Ramana Reddy. Let's see.
Hey,
Hanmandia.
hey,
Hanmandla. Hello.
yeah. Hey, AJ. Good morning.
Good morning. Where are you calling from?
How are you? I
I'm
am calling from Sunnyvale, but I'm basically from India,
okay.
Hyderabad.
Well, welcome.
Yeah, I came here around 2 years back. I'm working here as a software engineer.
Doing software. Which part of India?
I'm from Hyderabad, South India.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. I think I've
Nice meeting you on
nice
the
meeting
call.
you.
Yeah. I just joined the VIP program last week. Actually, I was in the Power English course before that, prior to that.
Oh,
I just
fantastic.
finished the Power English course and I just joined the VIP a week back actually.
Well, welcome to the program.
Yeah, it is really good. I liked it actually. I tried so many other options to improve my English, but I never find it that easy to learn actually. But because I am trying since very long time as well, other options, so many books reading, this, that and all. But I never felt that it is so easy to do it. I really loved it. The first one, the Power English one, and it is the best way to learn actually. I feel that. So that is why reason I even joined the VIP program. The major problem, I mean, the major thing I am looking at it is like I just want to go and present the things in the, I mean, big audience, in front of big audience, and I want to do that kind of things actually. My major focus is on that. So that is why reason I just joined the VIP as well last week. So
Well, that's fantastic.
yeah,
Great.
yeah.
And are you using English in your work a lot?
Yes, I do actually. Maximum 8 to 10 hours I work normally every day.
Mm-hmm.
But still, I will take my time to learn this. There is no doubt about it. So I just want to improve and I just want to grow so that I will join. I will spend time maximum. I mean, whatever time I can spend on this one, and I'm ready to spend that time.
Oh, fantastic. That's great.
Yep.
Well, best of luck to you. I wish I'm happy you've joined us, and I'm sure you'll continue joining us on future webinars as well.
Sure, thank you. I felt glad back to you because I never expected this kind of conversations will happen in any of the course. I've never seen that in before. I'm really glad to talking to you, and I really expect future. In future more come in my way.
Definitely. Yes, we'll talk more. Thank you so
Sure.
much for calling.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Ajay.
Okay, good talking to you, and welcome to the VIP program.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Well, we have a bunch of new first-time callers today in our VIP program, and a new member, Ramana. So welcome to our new members, and welcome to our first-time speakers. So sometimes people wait a few months before they speak. They feel a little nervous, and so they kind of wait until they feel more confident, and then they call for the first time. So that's great. I'm just looking at our list here, see if we have any new people. Maybe not. We got a little bit smaller group today than normal, which is the good news. Is that means everybody gets to talk more. So let me talk a little now. I talked about strength training, and I think that the good thing about strength training is that it is simple. Basically, lift your body, move your body, and push and pull heavy things with your legs and your arms. That's it. And you can push or pull or lift your body, or you can push, pull, and lift heavy things, weights, or there's all kinds of equipment out there. It doesn't really matter. Just find something that you enjoy. And the good thing about strength training is you don't have to do strength training every day. You can do it I do it twice a week. I've been, like I said, I've had this little cold or whatever it is. I don't know what it is, but so for the last few weeks I haven't been getting to the gym. But normally I go twice a week, and do kind of some heavy weightlifting. So it's and a weight workout, a strength workout, can be quite short. They're intense, right? They're really tough sometimes, but the time period is actually quite short. So if the gym is empty or not busy, I can do my workout in like about 40 minutes, maybe 40. Um, it's possible I could do a quick workout in 30 minutes, probably. So that's the great, and just twice a week. So it's really the amount of time necessary to do a good strength workout is quite short. And if you do it at home using push-ups and pull-ups and things like that, you can do it in probably about 20 minutes, a few times a week. That's enough to keep your muscles and bones strong, or to make them stronger. Now, you also, of course, for fitness, I'm not a professional fitness trainer, but I think we can all agree that we also need a kind of endurance training, which in the past we called it slow burn in a previous lesson. Slow burn. And that's basically walking, slow jogging. That's the thing that you're going to do most of the time. I walk hours a day usually. It varies with my schedule, but walking is my main kind of exercise. For me, it's not exercise, it's just lifestyle, it's just life. But I usually walk, hour. Sometimes some days I'll walk 2 or more hours, and some days less, maybe 30 minutes. But I always at least walk 40 minutes, 45 minutes a day is probably my minimum for walking. And that's a daily thing all the time. And then the strength training is just a little bit a few times a week. So, but that little bit really gives you a great benefit. So I encourage you to do it. Now, our other topic is online learning. I'm just checking the hands again. Oh, we got it. Okay, we got a new hand raised. I'll check it in a second. Our other topic was online learning, which we're doing right now. And I love online learning. It's fantastic. The internet, of course, and all this connection and mobile phones. We've talked in the past about the dangers or the less positive parts of it. That we had that lesson in the past. Some of you will remember it, always connected. And this idea that, well, we're always on the phone and always connected to something, and we're not aware of our life right now. That's not positive, obviously. So you have to take a break from the internet, and you have to take a break from your phone and television and media. Definitely, you got to break that off sometimes and just live your life out in the real world with people face to face. On the other hand, we all can see that this is an amazing power. If you use it well, this online learning ability is amazing. I mean, now anything I want to learn, any skill you want to learn, you just go start doing some searches on a line, and you will find, audios, videos, courses. Some are free, some are paid, but most of them are quite reasonable in price. And you'll find webinars like this where you can talk to experts in any field, anything you want to learn. It's an amazing way to learn. So you don't, in the past, if you wanted to do something, you have to look in your local community and you pray and hope there's someone who can teach you. And if they're a bad teacher, then what can you do? Nothing. Oh no. Like, for example, if you want to learn the guitar, let's say, and if you live somewhere and maybe your local guitar teachers aren't so good, you don't like it. Well, now you just get online. There's tons and tons of guitar teachers and guitar lessons. Joe Weiss is learning guitar, for example. He's doing it all online, completely online. He's found lots of different. He wants to play a song, he can find it online. He learns how to play it. He's found guitar teachers, guitar lessons, guitar classes, everything online. It's amazing, and it opens the whole world. So if I'm living in a town in the past and I want to learn something, I can only find the people in that town. Now I can find the best people in the world to teach me something. This is how I learned business when I first started this business. I didn't know anything about business. In the past, I was a social worker, a writer, and an English teacher. So when I started the business, what do I do? Well, I just learned. I got books off of Amazon, online learning, and then I found lots and lots of business courses online. Taught myself business from online learning, and it worked quite well, I have to say. So, and I continue doing that. I continue doing it. I continue finding the top international experts in any area where I want to learn something, where I'm quite serious about it. And this is also, of course, the power of English. Again, I'm lucky as a native speaker, but you're lucky too because you now speak English as well. And this means that international experts are available to you online. If you decide, for example, you want to learn physics or astronomy for some reason, that's your dream, you want to do that, you can get online now and you can go to MIT. They have free classes. And there's many other just top experts in these fields, in anything, science, fitness, health, English, motivation, leadership, business, anything. It's powerful, very, very powerful. It excites me. In fact, there's so many things I want to learn. There's not enough time. My problem is I always have to try to make myself focus and figure out, okay, what's the most important one for me and our mission, and focus on just a couple things because otherwise, too many choices. That's a good problem. All right, let's go. Let me just look and see because we had someone else who wanted to speak. It's Priscilla. Oh, wait, but Priscilla, I don't see that you have any kind of audio right now. So we have Priscilla Akpaita, I believe. Priscilla Akpaita. You have your hand raised, but it seems that your microphone's oh, here it is. Your microphone's now working. Let me try. Priscilla, are you there? Hello? Priscilla, hello? Hello, are you there? I think I hear you. Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey, how are you?
Yes, Hey, AJ. I am actually from the U.S. and I'm a native English speaker.
Well, you sound like a native English speaker.
I am. I just want to say very briefly is that I'm very much impressed with your program. I was introduced to your program by one of my students who, instead of raving about me, always raved about you. So very recently, I joined, that promotional, which I thought was totally awesome, to find out what is it that is the rave about you, and I can see what it is. And may I tell you what I've observed?
Please go ahead.
Well, when the participants came on, you continuously praised them for their efforts, and you remembered the things that they talked about, and very nicely reminded them that it is a process and that they're all doing well, and they are. And I understood very clearly in this VIP program that they are doing tremendously well. And so I applaud your efforts and what your students are able to do at this juncture of where they are. So this is totally amazing. So as I said, I just joined to find out what is it that you all are doing. Amazing. But my student is from Iraq, and he has nothing but praises for his abilities because of you. And so he is with me. He's a student, but he's just my Skype friend. And so he's, you've got a wonderful method from the beginning of your program, how the students come in not necessarily, but not even focusing on grammar, but asking the questions or responding to the questions. And they do this deliberately, as you've suggested, that listen to something until you're comfortable with it, and then it becomes your own. And I like the way that you're using the analogy today with strength training. I think the same process of being able to speak is like strength training. You start off slow, and it's like, oh, this is so boring, I don't want to get up and go do it today. But because you have a path or something that you want to do, you are willing to do it. And before too long, you are able to see some improvement, and then you're much more excited. So I just wanted to just share that. I want to continue listening, and I do applaud your efforts. You are doing a remarkably good job today, and as I said, my student has nothing but high praises for you. So hopefully one day our paths too will meet, and we can share stories as well.
Well, where are you located?
I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina.
I thought I heard a southern accent.
Well, that much it is. So I don't know when, but I do believe in the power of suggestion. So let's plan someday, somewhere.
Well,
and say,
I'm originally from Georgia, so I may, get back to that part of the world. I got my dad still lives in Georgia, so.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll meet sometime.
Sounds like a plan. Okay, take care, and I'll continue to listen. Bye for now.
Okay, thanks. Bye. All right. Oh, see, there you go. You got to listen to another native speaker, not just me. She had a little bit of a southern accent, which is also fantastic. People always asking me about accents, and yeah, fantastic. Great. So thank you, Priscilla. I think that she had a lot of positive things to say, so thank you very much. And I think that for me, one of the things that makes our community so incredible is that the culture of the community. And of course, yes, I have consciously worked hard to create it, but you are the ones who really have created it. And that is that, it's not just me, it's great. I do try to be encouraging and positive and all of that, of course. But what really makes it powerful is that you all do this with each other. And I think that is what really builds confidence and makes our group special. Because if you guys were being mean to each other or not friendly, then the feeling would be quite different in our program. And that's not the case, of course. Instead, if someone's having problems and they write about it on the VIP site or on Twitter or talk about it, then other people, they support them and encourage them. And I think just as importantly, when our members have success, when one of our members does well, the other members congratulate them, right? There's not that envy and jealousy that you can see sometimes. I saw it in schools a lot when I was teaching in schools, because schools create a kind of competition. There's a competitive environment often in schools. It's created by the grades, especially for kids, teenagers and younger. Uh, there's a lot of negative and kind of mean, actually, unkind uh, behavior is encouraged and created by that competition and the grades and the tests and constantly correcting the errors and the big red marks on the papers, and it creates a terrible environment for learning. I mean, just imagine. I don't know why we do this. I don't know why we do this for English or science or anything else, because it's a crazy way to teach, and it's a crazy way to try to learn that old school method. It's horrible. You can imagine if we tried this with strength training. So let's say Julia wants to learn to do pull-ups and she can't do pull-ups. And if we did the school approach, then every time she tried to do a pull-up, I would say, "Oh, that's wrong. You're doing it wrong. You can't do it. What's wrong with you?" And she would get a big red X, and I'd give her an F. That's crazy, right? And then how would she feel? What would she do? Well, her motivation would drop. She would feel quite. She would feel negative, and she would lose all her confidence. Would she want to keep going and keep working to get stronger and do a pull up someday? Probably not. She would probably want to just quit. She would want to just, strength training is terrible. I don't want to do this. This is no fun. Every time I try, the teacher or other students are making me feel bad. And imagine if we had a class and Julia was in that class. And in the class, we had some super strong, tough guys, like Navy SEALs or something. And they're doing one arm pull ups. And then they look at Julia and laugh. Ha ha ha, you can't do any. And I look at me. How would Julia feel then? Horrible. And she would probably hate and feel stressed about strength training if we taught that way. That's how we teach in school. That's how we teach English in school. It's terrible. Terrible. So how do you do strength training? Well, if you want to get stronger, it doesn't matter. There's no bad strength training, right? There's nothing wrong with you if you can't do a pull-up. That's just your situation right now. Why can you not do a pull-up? Because you didn't train in the past. You never tried it. You didn't work up to it. You didn't build that strength. So naturally, I can't play the guitar because I never practiced enough to do it. Doesn't mean I'm a bad person. It's just I don't have the skill. And so to encourage someone to have the skill, what do? We have to start where they are. You have to start where you are. Even if you want to be here, if you're down here, you have to start there. There's no other choice. Start where you are. In Julia's situation, she cannot do one pull-up. So there's no benefit to making her feel bad about that. There's no benefit to her feeling bad about it. There's nothing wrong with it. It just means she has to start with an easier exercise. She has to find an easier exercise that will make those muscles a little bit stronger, such as the table pull-ups. Or even, as I said, when I started doing it, I even did doorway pull-ups, which are standing kind of pull-ups. And it's the same in English. If your English level is here and lower than other people, there's nothing wrong with you. It's fine. It just means you have to focus on the easier listening, like the mini stories. It means you have to repeat more. You have to listen more often, repeat the same audios more times. It means maybe you need to read the text at the same time for a while. That's fine. You're taking those little steps, and you will get better. And then eventually you can do the more difficult things. And as a teacher and as a community, as a group, we help each other. So if someone is at a lower ability or they're having a tough time, we encourage them. That's how you get people to do better, not by making them feel bad with red X's and pointing their mistakes all the time. pointing out their mistakes. You make them feel better by encouraging them. Hey, you can do it. Don't worry. It's step by step. This is the way life works. And if someone is doing very well, then of course you feel you're happy for them because they're succeeding. Because someday you will succeed at a high level and you want other people to be happy for you. You see your own success in them. So it's that whole community we've created, that attitude, that mindset that makes effortless English and our mission special. And it's created by all of us. It's every one of us. It's not enough for me to do it. We all do it together, and yeah, it's powerful, very powerful. And it works for me too, by the way. I'm also benefiting from this, not just you guys, because as a teacher, and Priscilla could have confirmed this. As a teacher, sometimes you lose your motivation and you get frustrated, and sometimes you wonder, am I helping anybody, or does anyone appreciate this? It's tough work sometimes, and it can be hard. And if all your students are just kind of negative, and you have that traditional school attitude, man, it's a hard situation for a teacher too. When I was teaching in schools, many times it was super tough for me to stay motivated in those situations. And so when we have a community like we have, it's quite easy for me. It makes me excited to teach. I love doing this. I'm doing the Effortless English show now almost every week, just because I love it. I love connecting with you guys. I love teaching. I love giving you more chances to practice listening. But the reason I love it is because we have such a positive, great group of people. If you were all negative and horrible, I wouldn't want to do it, and I probably would not. So I get a lot of benefit from this. It makes me a better teacher, more energetic, more motivated, more excited. I want to keep improving as a teacher and a speaker because of you guys. So we're all benefiting from this, all of us. So thank you. All right, let's see. I'll go down the list, see if anyone else wants to talk. Back up to the top. And if not, then I'll talk a little more. Okay, so no one else wants to talk yet. If you want to talk, we'll probably have time for a couple more callers, maybe two more. So now's your chance. Do the little hand symbol. Oh, and there goes the hand symbol right there. Sophie. Okay, let's go ahead. Okay, Sophie. Hello, are you there?
Hello, Luigi.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm Sophie. I'm French, and actually, I'm living in New York for 1 year now.
Ah, great.
And I'm a little bit shy, so I didn't know. It's my first time too.
Today's
So
the day for new callers, so go ahead. No worries. Which part of New York do you live in?
I'm living in Brooklyn, a very nice neighborhood with many trees, and I'm looking forward to see spring because it's cold here. The streets are very nice in spring. So it's the best time to go to New York for people if they want to visit it, I think, because it's a very countryside place. I mean, there is a lot of trees. I used to live in many countries, many places, and this one is very good place. Brooklyn is beautiful. So just want to say hello and tell you that when I arrived in New York 1 year ago, I was a little bit afraid. And so I think I was looking for a way to improve my English. And then I think when I found your website, I mean your lesson, it was very helpful for me. And I tried to change my way of living and try to use your rules. So I just want to say thank you and tell you I will be a very I will try to work.
Oh, great.
on me and improve myself. So thank you, and keep going like this. It's very great for us.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Good talking to you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye for now. All right, another new caller. Lots of new participants in this webinar, which is nice. It's just quite nice to hear our new voices, either new members or members who are talking for the first time. So it always makes it a little more real. I feel more of a connection with you guys. It's great. I usually, I connect with you on Twitter, which is little short text, which is a great way to connect daily. And then on our VIP site, I always learn more about you because you write longer things and you put little pictures and videos, and that's the way I start to feel more connected, and we have more of a connection in our group. And then especially when I hear your voices and we talk, it creates a kind of a more real connection. And of course, the best of all is when we can meet face to face, which does happen because I travel a lot. So I've enjoyed meeting many of you face to face, and hopefully meet more of you as well as I travel around. So, okay, let's see, did anyone else raise their hand? If not, I'm going to do some. Oh, yes, we do have one more. Okay, we have two more, and then we're done. So our last two callers will be Leonardo and Andrew. Okay, so Leonardo first. Leonardo Silva, hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hey.
Hi. Hi.
Could you turn your microphone up a little bit? Or talk closer.
Hello. 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 Hi.
It's still very, very quiet right now.
Hello. Hello.
You might need to just talk loud, I guess. Try to talk loud. See if that.
AJ. Hello. Hi. Hi. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, not very well. It's kind of not much. So, let me tell you what. Let me. I'll talk to Andrew first, and you can try to change your microphone setting, and I'll come back. I'll come back and talk to you in a minute.
Okay.
Okay. We'll try. All right. So we'll go to Andrew next. All right. Andrew Papa, I think is the correct pronunciation. I'm not sure. He'll have to tell me. So Andrew, hello. Are you there? Look, Andrew, I think you need to unmute yourself. So I have unmuted you, but you might see a little microphone symbol on your window. You need to click that so that we can hear you. There you go. Hello, are you there, Andrew?
Hi, how are you?
Hey, how are you doing?
Hi, do you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
I'm from Romania, and I joined your program 1 week ago, but I follow you in November last year. And, I scouted the internet looking for a method to approach to learn English, and I saw you, Joe, and Christian, and I said, oh, these guys are really good, and I listened all your advice, your all 7 rules, and I said, oh, there must be a catch. And then I bought the courses on learn real English, and now I'm at the 16th lesson, but learn real English. And last week I bought your original courses because I want to to apply them to my son, who is 6 years old.
Oh.
And he's very excited when we started with the Day of the Dead, and he enjoys so much this lesson because
really?
I made I drawn a picture cemetery, and we play. I placed him and I in that picture. It was very very funny.
Ah, great.
I think I'm going to put that picture on your site.
Please do. That's fantastic.
Okay, I'm I work as a firefighter in my country, and I last year um, at my job we have some courses about um, uh, in that courses have to be in England, but I can't and I wasn't able to enjoy that courses because I couldn't speak English. So then I said, oh, I have to try to push myself to learn very well English. So uh, speaking about the strength, when I become a firefighter, we had a lot of strength programs, and we always every week I do a lot of strength exercises. So that that monthly uh, issue, not issue, your lesson for this month seems very uh, okay for me because
Yeah, I'm sure your job, you need it.
I hope you understand me because I'm very I started to learn English just for 4 months, and I never speak English before November last year.
Wow, amazing. No, you sound great. That's amazing.
Um, yeah, and now I already made made I already do 5 lessons in this in one day. One is learn real English lesson. One is your original courses lesson. One power English course, and two are the lesson the VIP programs.
Oh my God. Wow, that's amazing. You're very motivated. That's great.
I think that I'm listening for uh, 5 6 hours every day uh, for 4 months.
Yeah, fantastic. That's great. Well, no wonder that's why it makes such a fast improvement. Wow.
When I bought real English courses, at one point I started to be bored because my mind didn't stay focused on this lesson at some point. And when I bought your Power English, you have a lot of how can I say, a lot of advices to stay focused for all this all the story, and I can still focus for 26 30 minutes without no effort.
Ah, great. Thank you. That's good. That's what I was trying to do.
So very helpful. Uh, and of course, I'm so happy because I was able to meet you three guys because you are super great.
Yeah. Thank you so much. That's great. Yeah, that's a great success story. I'm happy you shared it, and I'm sure that yeah, keep doing what you're doing. You're just going to keep improving. That's it's fantastic.
Thank you. Bye.
Andrew, it was good talking to you. Thank you so much. Bye bye. All right, Romania, another first time caller. Wow. this has been great. It's really nice to meet some of our newer members, or at least newer callers. And so Andrew, in terms of strength, no problem for him. He's got a very physical job, firefighting. Firefighters need to be strong, so yeah, it was a natural topic for him. But I'm very impressed by what he's doing with. So 4 months ago, he said he never spoke English, and now he's talking to us. It's quite amazing, and he's clearly very motivated. He started with Learn Real English. He's doing Power English also. He got the original course, and and VIP. So wow, 5 hours a day. See, that's what I need to do with Spanish. The other thing he mentioned that I find fascinating, because Ragbir, our VIP member who has talked to us before, and you guys probably know him. He's talked several times in the past. He's from India, from Gujarat, and he's also on Twitter a lot. And he has 2 young sons who are using effortless English, have been using effortless English, and they're amazing. His sons are amazing. They've talked to me a couple times in teleseminars, and their English is really, really good. And more importantly, he talks about the fact that they're learning the topics that we're talking about with Power English and VIP. So his kids, his young boys, are learning, not only English, but they're learning about all these amazing, psychological topics, leadership, success. I mean, it's fantastic, really amazing. And then now Andrew is talking about how his child, I think he said son, at age of 6 years old, listening to the original course, that first lesson, the Day of the Dead, and really enjoyed it. And I say it's surprising because I guess I have always imagined I'm teaching just adults. When I design the courses, they're designed for adults. When I teach face to face, I generally prefer adults. So I've never really thought about the courses as for kids, for use by kids. And yet now we're really starting to get a lot of members, parents, who are using the courses with their children, especially the mini stories, but even with their little bit older children, all of the stories, all of the courses, and teaching them not only English, but many of these ideas for success and leadership. And that's just amazing. It's a surprise to me, actually. It's surprising to me. I mean, these are special kids, I think, because when I was teaching kids in Korea my first time, I don't think those kids, I don't know, but I was not a good teacher really at that time. So I don't think I could have taught them effortless English courses, but who knows? So I think that the parents are also quite amazing. The parents like Andrew, who are teaching their young children with effortless English. I believe that to teach an effortless English course to a child, the parent really has to be helping, at least in the beginning. So good job. So really, it's the parents doing a great job, I think. So congratulations, Andrew, and thanks. I like hearing it. It's great that the idea that young kids are even learning with effortless English. It's exciting. Okay, let's go back and try. Where is he? Andrew. Sorry, 1 second. Just gotta. Okay, Leonardo. We're gonna try Leonardo again and see if get the mic working better. Okay, Leonardo. Hello.
Hello, AJ. Okay.
That's better. That's better. How are you?
Okay, I broke my microphone. Try to work it, but I am using the microphone by the computer, so my mouth is very closer to computer. Okay.
Okay.
So AJ, I'm so happy to talk to you. I've got some primo info for you.
Yeah.
This is my first time here, and I've started studying English 9 months ago. And I'm loving this program because their purpose is more than improve English. It's also quality life, no worries, confidence, strength, growth, happiness. All these things help us to live with more intensity and love our day, our life. So I'm trying to visualize every day speaking with native, very powerful and confidently. I really want to engage my physiology with strength exercise and uh, to listen his lesson, your lessons is very good, very funny. Uh, as I said, I've studied English 9 months ago, and I am don't care about grammar rules. I just wanna be happy studying English, and I hope to talk with native. Uh, I am from Brazil, and
Brazil.
After 3 months, there will be a World Cup here, and uh, uh, I I hope uh, to be a volunteer to talk with English with all people of the world to help you with something with address. Um, because I think this is a good opportunity to improve and to practice English face to face. I I know that uh, learning online is very good, and uh, but this opportunity to talk face to face, to feel the mood of the person face to face is very good, is very emotion. So thanks a lot for your program. I am VIP member just 1 month, and my first time here using webinar, and my first time here to speak for native English and for all people that literally French people is very good.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think that your mission when you scribe on their site develop enthusiasm, uh, increase increase happiness to people all over the world. This is happening now because I am very, very excited, and I am using a lot of words that I learned on the listen, engage my subconscious, engage my physiology now, and no worries. So uh, after since 30 minutes after I am practicing strength exercise, and that's it so good. Thank you so much for your classes, and I hope to see you face to face.
I will come to Brazil. Definitely, I'm going to do it. So thank you so much. It's great talking to you.
Same to you.
Bye, Leonardo. Nice talking to you.
Bye, bye, bye.
Oh, there's some passion and enthusiasm. That's great. Wow, you could hear that in his voice. Fantastic. And good luck to Brazil with the World Cup coming soon. Both hosting the World Cup, and they have a good chance to win the World Cup too, as always. So yeah, and then they're hosting the Olympics too. So and I can't remember the year, but is it 2018? I can't remember. They're doing the Olympics and the World Cup. So lots of international visitors will be coming to Brazil. It is a great chance to practice and use English face to face, meet people from all over. So yeah, it's great. Actually, it reminds me because I remember at the Olympics. They had the Olympics in Atlanta back in 1996, Atlanta, Georgia, where I'm originally from. And at that time, I had just finished my master's degree in social work, and I just finished school, and then there was the summer, and I was going to go work. Actually, going off to Korea to work my first teaching job at the end of the summer. So I had the summer, and nothing to do, and I needed a job. And the Olympics came to Georgia, and I was actually in Athens, Georgia, which is near Atlanta. And I got a job with the Olympics. I was a security guard for the soccer, football games that were being played in my town. So it was kind of it was the job itself, not so fun because it was super hot, and I would sit outside in the hot Georgia sun in the summer for 12 hours. It was pretty tough. But the cool part about it was just all the people from so many countries visiting our area, our town. That was really great. So exciting. So it's the same thing for the World Cup or the Olympics. These kind of international events can be quite exciting for people living in the host towns or countries. It's a chance to meet a lot of people. So yeah, good luck to Leonardo with that. That should be fun. Okay, so I think we're about done. Let's see. Actually, we got one more person. I'm going to give one more person the last chance to speak, and then there's Rogerio Dominguez, and after he speaks, then I'll give a little news about tomorrow's show and what I'm doing in general, and then we'll be done for this one. Okay, so, and I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Is it Rogerio? Hello. Is Rogerio? How do you say your name? Hello. Hello. Rogerio Dominguez. Is that right? Well, maybe not. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so seems to be having an audio problem. So sorry. Looks like maybe next time. So I guess we're gonna finish then. So let me give you just a little news. What's been going on? What I'm doing? What's happening with Effortless English and VIP, and then our friends Kristen and Joe, my dad, and everything. And then we'll be done for today. So let's see. Let's start with tomorrow, the Effortless English Show. This is another chance to listen, to connect with me. With the Effortless English Show, there's no voice call-in like this, so you can't actually talk to me with audio. That's the cool thing about our webinars with VIP. However, you can still listen to me. You'll see me on video, and I'll have a topic, and I usually have a guest. That's the cool part, I think, about the Effortless English Show is that we have a guest. Often the guest is one of our members, and they talk about their success story, how they learned English with Effortless English, but also just other things. You know, what problems did they have, and then how did they succeed to speak English well? And that's my favorite part of the show. Tomorrow we have a native speaker. Tomorrow's guest is Teresa Snyder. So she's American. And the reason we're having her on is that she's a writer, she's an author, and she wrote a book. And I met her through Twitter, but also because of Max, I think he was our second speaker today from Italy. Max, he mentioned when he was talking that he read her book. She writes fantasy and science fiction books. And I haven't read her books, but I believe that the books are for kind of the young adults. So in other words, they're a little bit easier. The English is a little easier. It's not like trying to read a difficult novel. The level of English is easier. And so Max read one or more of her books, and he liked her books. So he decided, I want to find out, can I contact the writer? And he found her. I don't know if he found her on Twitter originally, but eventually he found her on Twitter and connected with her. I think he's actually had some chats with her about her books, and so it's really cool. And then Max told her about Effortless English, about me, and then we connected on Twitter. And since connecting on Twitter, Teresa, our guest tomorrow, she has been giving us a book of the day suggestion, an easy book of the day. So she knows about a lot of different books that are written for children or young adults, so easier English. And people always ask me, AJ, what book should I read? What book should I read? Because I recommend reading easy novels and easy storybooks. But I usually only have about 3 books I recommend, like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and a few others. But Teresa knows a lot of them. And so she's doing a daily book recommendation on Twitter. And I share it on my Twitter account. So if you follow me on Twitter, I'll share Teresa's book recommendation each day. And she's doing it. So far she's doing it every day. Every day a new book recommendation. So if you're interested in reading and having some fun, interesting, fairly easy books to read, follow me on Twitter and follow Teresa's book recommendations. The reason I'm having her as a guest tomorrow, 2 reasons. Number 1, to talk about reading and the power of reading, and we'll discuss that and how reading can help your English. And number 2, I want to talk to her about writing, because I personally don't teach writing, not really. My writing advice is just read lots of books, and that is the best advice. I mean, in terms of research, the best thing you can do to improve your English writing is to read a lot of books. Not textbooks, but like storybooks. That's the best way to improve your writing. Beyond that, I don't teach writing. I like to write. I've been a professional writer in the past, but I don't quite know how to teach it at an advanced level, honestly. So, I don't know how to help someone else become an advanced, really good writer. I just haven't. I've never really taught it before. It would take me a lot of time to think of a really great method to do that. I'm focused on speaking, obviously, and Effortless English is focused on spoken communication, and then we also add reading. And you all are improving your writing. Many of you are very good writers. I can see it on the RVIP site. But just by reading a lot, your writing will become quite good. And if you want to become really good, find someone else. I'll talk to Teresa about this because I'd like to talk to her about the writing process and how she became a writer. So we'll talk about reading and writing tomorrow with Teresa, a little bit different topic for us on the Effortless English Show tomorrow. Same time. So today we started same time today, tomorrow at the same starting time. And follow me on Twitter. My Twitter is just AJ Hoge, AJHOGE. That's where I always put information about the Effortless English Show. So that's that, the Effortless English Show. Other news, Julia mentioned a book. I've been writing about this on Twitter a lot, that I'm writing a book. The book is about the Effortless English system. So for people, longtime members, you will know most of the ideas in the book, but I'm putting it all into one place because I have all these videos and blog posts and all this stuff. So I took the main ideas, the most important ideas, I think, for Effortless English, and just putting them all together in a book so that in one place someone can read that book and understand what Effortless English is. What is the system? Both the psychology parts and the 7 rules and the English learning parts. So both are important. So I have written that already. The first draft is written, and I sent it to an editor. The editor's going to look at it next month, find all the mistakes, and give me suggestions, and then they'll send it back to me, and with a lot of suggestions to make it better. And then I'll rewrite it. And that's something, by the way, what I just mentioned, that's how real writing works. Sadly, again, in school, people get stressed out about writing because they think they need to do it perfectly the first time. They don't. Nobody does that. Nobody writes perfectly the first time. Not even the best professional writers who make $1 million per book. Someone like Stephen King. When he writes a story the first time, it has mistakes. He makes grammar mistakes when he writes. He makes spelling mistakes when he writes. That's why he has an editor. That's why he does rewrites. So he writes the first draft, he writes it, he gets his ideas onto the paper. It has mistakes in it. And I don't know exactly what Stephen King does, but some writers will then go read it and try to find mistakes themselves and make it better. But professional writers send their paper or their book to someone else so the other person can find the problems and the errors and help them make it better. And then the writer goes back and changes it and writes it again. It's just called rewriting. They don't rewrite every word, but they edit it and they make changes. Then they go back and they do that again, and they usually do that 2, 3, 4 times. Depends how important the writing is. If it's an email, then maybe you just check it once very quickly and you send it. If it's Twitter, maybe you don't check it at all and it has mistakes and you don't care because it's Twitter. It doesn't matter. It's just fast. It's casual conversation. So sometimes I make mistakes on my Twitter writing, spelling mistakes or bad grammar. It doesn't matter. It's Twitter, so I don't care. But in the book, I care. So if something's very important, like it's an important business paper, or it's important, some kind of important written communication, then you rewrite it again and again and again, and you have other people check it too. So the point is, nobody's perfect, not even the professionals, not even the top writers. They're not perfect. They're writing many times for something that's important. They have other people helping them and checking and finding mistakes. They're making mistakes and correcting them. That is real writing. So you don't need to worry about making a mistake in writing because everybody does. Even the very best writers do. So when you're writing on our VIP site, just write. Don't worry about it. I make mistakes. You will too. It doesn't matter. You will get better. So the book, that's the second thing. After the rewrites, I don't know, after the book is totally finished and ready, the second step is that we have to design the book. So that's when they take the words, and then we have to figure out, if we put pictures in it, and it has to be put into some program and designed. And that I have found, like with websites and businesses, that the design part often is the slowest part. So I will record a course, for example, a presentation course, and then it's ready, and then we wait for the website to get designed. So I'm hoping the book design happens quickly. When the book is published this year, I hope, should be this year, then we'll publish it as an ebook, so you can buy it on Amazon or Kobo, I believe, is an international ebook provider. Apple too. I think we'll put it on Apple ebook. What are they called? iBooks. Anyway, there'll be lots of different ebook versions of the book, so you can buy it electronically for your computer. And then also we will have a print version of the book, a physical version that will be available in bookstores internationally. However, your local bookstore might not have the book. You might need to go and request it. Tell them, I want this book. I'll tell you how to do that when we publish the book, if you want to get it in the physical form. And finally, as part of that, I am planning to do a book tour in mostly South Asia, Asia in general. I'm going to tour around and I'll meet people. I'll do some book signings, so you can bring your book. I'll sign it. Or if you have an ebook, you can show it to me and I'll sign some other paper. Maybe do some little short speeches, like an hour and a half. For me, that short. And we'll see. That has to be planned still, but I'm thinking of doing that. So touring around lots of different countries in Asia to do the book tour. I think that's all. It's the major stuff that's happening. So hopefully I'll see you tomorrow for the Effortless English show. I'll let you know as the book becomes available, when it's going to become available. And other courses I'm working on, I'll talk more about when they're closer to being ready. So that's all. Thank you so much. Again, thank you, VIP members, ACC members, if we have some of this on today too. Again, you guys really create the mission. You guys create the community. You're the ones who are spreading it. In fact, we're creating something called a mission team of people who have given me testimonials with pictures. And I'll be doing a webinar with them, and we're just going to talk about How can we spread the mission? How can we help other people find effortless English? How can we not only spread our mission of English and education and learning, but also the deeper one of, happiness and vitality and confidence. So we'll be talking about that too. All of you who sent me your testimonials with the pictures, thank you. And I'll be emailing you in probably next week to talk to you about the mission team. So that's all for now. Thank you so much, VIP members. Mwah. I love you all. It's been great as always. Always great to hear your voices and your ideas. So, see you on our VIP site. You can also go follow me on Twitter. I'm on Twitter almost every day, and I reply to most messages. I can't do all sometimes because I get busy, but I reply to most. So I'll see you on Twitter, see you on our VIP site, and see you again when we do this next month. So, bye for now. Love you all. Mwah. And see you on the Effortless English Show tomorrow. All right. Bye for now. Let's see. How do we do this? I always forget how do we even stop this. All right. Okay. Bye for now. Bye-bye. And stop showing the screen. And I don't know how to do it in the webinar. How do we? All right, guys. Eventually, I'll figure out how to turn it off. Where's the off button?